Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Adam Seibel. The crossroads hit hard throughout the night with storms, many areas seeing some flooding due to the rainfall, even some damage at Riverside Park. Trey Mining was saying that we received nearly 4 inches in rain. Here are some photos and videos that viewers sent in saying they had flooding in various areas throughout Victoria, such as Linda Drive, Cypress Street, Catplala Street, and even Houston Drive. So here's your viewer poll this evening, and remember to scan that QR code right there on your screen to vote. Did you experience flooding or water damage from last night's storm? Looks like 17% say yes, you experienced some flooding or damage, and 83% say no. Thank you for participating, and remember to come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to participate in all our daily viewer polls. All right, it's time to talk weather on this Sunday night, so we're going to go ahead and check in with First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Mining to see what the rest of your week will look like. Trey?
Yes, Adam, it was quite a nice day compared to last night when the storms moved on through. We're all quiet for the moment. Currently 63 degrees and falling. Northerly winds are 5 miles per hour. Dew points in the 49-degree range. Increasing humidity as we go through the rest of the night tonight into your day tomorrow. High temperature 71 degrees today, low is 50 degrees. Check out the rainfall. Nearly 4 inches of rain, mainly due to that storm that moved through around midnight last night. Any more rain chances for us could be in the forecast. We'll take a look coming up a little bit later. Back to you, Adam.
Thanks, Trey. We'll check in with him in just a bit. The President Biden traveled to El Paso today, his first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border since becoming president. His administration announcing new policies last week to help with the immigration crisis.
President Biden making his first visit to the U.S. southern border since taking office. In December, the city of El Paso saw an average of 2,500 apprehensions of migrants a day. The administration sending money and manpower to the border, helping reduce that number to about 700 a day.
The president who caused the chaos of the border needed to be here. It just so happens he's 2 years and about $20 billion too late.
As he arrived in Texas, the president was greeted by one of his harshest critics, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, handing the president a letter with his plans to deal with the crisis at the border. Homeland Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas blames a broken immigration system that Congress has failed to repair.
The world is dealing with the greatest displacement of people since World War II, and the Western Hemisphere, our entire hemisphere, is gripped with the migration challenge.
The administration's new immigration policies include sending 30,000 migrants back to Mexico every month, but at the same time, an extended parole program allowing 30,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela the chance to request asylum if they meet strict requirements like having a sponsor in the U.S. and passing background checks. While in Texas, the president made an unscheduled stop at the border wall, meeting with Border Patrol agents. He then met with local leaders and toured a migrant processing facility.
If I could wave a wand, what would you want me to do most?
Their answer, funding. The president now in Mexico for meetings with Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
The Golden Crescent Long-Term Recovery Group will be putting together care kits tomorrow for the homeless. The care kits will be put together tomorrow, Monday, January 9th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and it will be at the Golden Crescent Long-Term Recovery Group, which is located at 104 South William Street. The tense situation in Brazil, thousands of supporters of ousted former President Bolsonaro storming the presidential and congressional buildings, demanding he be restored to power. The scenes reminiscent of January 6th here in the U.S. Many of the protesters wearing the national colors of yellow, green, and blue.
Tonight, democracy under attack in Brazil. Thousands of protesters violently storming the country's presidential offices and Congress in the capital of Brasilia, in an attack eerily reminiscent of what the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol looked like just 2 years ago. The protesters, all supporters of former President Jair Bolsonaro, who was defeated in October presidential elections by current President Lula da Silva, inaugurated just 1 week ago. Violent rioters battling with police, firing tear gas in the air as they vandalized government offices, all claiming Bolsonaro didn't really lose the election. Fortunately, the government was not in session. Bolsonaro himself spent years sowing doubt about Brazil's election systems, even saying the recent results where he lost couldn't be trusted. Brazil's courts and independent experts say that's not true, and that was apparent when we traveled to Brazil to cover the race in October.
In a deeply divided election, Lula's supporters here say they're not just voting for his policies, but for the future of Brazilian democracy.
Bolsonaro's false claims of fraud, the driving force behind today's violence. Protesters demanding Da Silva leave office, calling him an illegitimate president as they entered government offices for what some called an occupation. President Da Silva saying tonight that he will immediately return to the capital and blaming Bolsonaro for inciting the violent attack with his claims of election fraud. It all looks and sounds remarkably similar to the events of January 6, 2021. Former President Trump is one of Jair Bolsonaro's self-proclaimed political idols. Bolsonaro joined Trump in denying the U.S. election results and seems to have followed Trump's political playbook to a T. And just like Trump's election lies contributed to the deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol, we're seeing violence play out again, this time in the world's fourth largest democracy. President Biden condemning the violence, calling the attack, quote, outrageous. Meanwhile, the American embassy in Brasilia urging Americans to stay away from the area at this time. Matt Rivers, ABC News, San Francisco.
Grab your cell phone, scan this QR code. This is our quick response code to download the free Crossroads Today app, where you can watch us anytime, anywhere, and get breaking news alerts and vote in those viewer polls. Learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app, and you can also submit news tips and photos. Stay with us. Coming right up, more on that robbery in Houston where a customer shot and killed the man you see there.
First warning Doppler radar are all quiet now. Will it stay that way? Maybe a little more active tomorrow. We'll find out coming up in your full forecast.
No one thought he would run. A computer salesman was supposed to report to prison to begin a 17-year sentence.
How do you evade capture for 25 years?
Now, join the global manhunt. Have you seen this man? Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Spread joy faster this holiday season with Optimum. Get 300 meg internet for as low as $30 a month, locked in for 2 years with no annual contract. Order now and get a $100 Visa prepaid card. Plus, Showtime is included for 3 months and your equipment is on us. Go from 300 meg internet to spreading joy faster than ever with Optimum. Call 866-9-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
The Bluebonnet Youth Ranch starts the 2023 Charity Concert Series with one of country music's greatest voices, Gene Watson. With a career that has spanned decades and multiple #1 hits, Gene Watson performs live January 19th at the Leo J. Welder Center to benefit the Bluebonnet Youth Ranch. Proudly presented by the Victoria Television Group.
And live from Victoria, it's Kevin Nealon. The VISD Education Foundation proudly presents Saturday Night Live alum Kevin Nealon live in Victoria, Saturday, February 11th. You have seen him in The Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore, Anger Management, and so much more. Purchase your tickets today and come laugh the night away with comedian and actor Kevin Nealon at the Victoria Fine Arts Center. Suitable for audiences 14 and up, with proceeds going to Grants for Great Ideas and the Dual Credit Scholarships. Sponsored in part by the Victoria Television Group.
Team, I'm proud of you.
Team, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
You earned this moment.
This was not our finest moment.
Now?
Now? Let's go to McDonald's.
Winning tastes so good, but so does not winning. Right now, get the perfect winning bundle. 20-piece chicken McNuggets and a basket of fries for only $8.99. Now that tastes like winning. Only at McDonald's.
The terrifying images from Houston. Police say they want to speak to a man they say killed a robbery suspect in a diner. Surveillance images show the robbery suspect, who appeared to be armed with a handgun, stealing from frightened customers before he was shot multiple times from behind.
Tonight, Houston police searching for answers after these terrifying moments caught on surveillance video obtained by ABC News station KTRK inside a local Mexican restaurant. A suspect clad in black, gloves and a mask, bursting into the Ranchito No. 4 restaurant with a gun.
Points it at everybody, starts taking wallets and money from everybody that's in there eating.
The restaurant owner telling KTRK he was frightened as the incident unfolded.
Pues están asustados, nerviosos. Lo mismo yo también.
Suspect is a male with a black mask, a black shirt, and blue jeans.
Police say after apparently stealing from the patrons, the suspect headed for the door. But a diner sitting at the bottom left of your screen took out his gun and shot the suspect multiple times, killing him. Investigators have since determined the suspect's gun wasn't real.
He had a plastic pistol, either an airsoft or possibly a little BB pistol.
And tonight, police say they've been contacted by an attorney representing the shooter. They're reportedly making arrangements for him to speak with investigators. And they tell us it would have to be the district attorney who decides whether to file any criminal charges. In Los Angeles County, Faith Abube, ABC News.
The husband of the missing Cohasset, Massachusetts woman was taken into custody today and charged with misleading a police investigation. Authorities announced that Anna Walsh's husband, Brian Walsh, has been arrested amid their ongoing investigation into her disappearance. According to the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, Massachusetts State Police and Cohasset Police investigating the disappearance developed probable cause to believe that her husband had committed the crime of misleading investigators. Protesters took to the streets of El Paso ahead of President Biden's visit to the area. On Saturday, the Border Network for Human Rights held a rally and march with other immigration advocates. Organizers dubbed the event "This is Our New Ellis Island" to support the rights of migrants and asylum seekers. The group calling for the termination of Title 42 and a more welcoming infrastructure for migrants. They were also urging Texas Governor Greg Abbott to withdraw the Texas National Guard, along with the removal of cargo containers used to block migrants along the border. Well, we have some amazing photojournalists and Skyview 25 drone pilots here at 25 News Now. We want to share some of their work from around the crossroads. We call them Moments, Memories, Life. They showcase the beauty in our area and give you a chance to pause during a busy day. We hope you enjoy Moments, Memories, Life. For more on today's news stories, come to crossroadstoday.com. Don't forget to submit your birthday wishes. Carolina Strain will read them live on 25 News Now Sunrise. You can also submit a local military hero so we can recognize them.
Okay, currently the first one, Doppler radar, no precipitation on it, very quiet. Could be some precipitation chances again for your day tomorrow on your Monday. What about that? And what about the rest of the week? We'll find out coming up in the full forecast.
An angler reeled in a 67.5-pound goldfish.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's something I'd want to encounter.
The guy holding him doesn't seem too concerned about it.
Next live, Malcolm Jamal Warner and Theo James. Plus, the best me in 23.
I think that could come after you.
I've never heard of anyone dying by goldfish.
Kelly, no one's seen a goldfish that size.
Wake up a billionaire tomorrow.
The curse. You had stalkers, death threats.
I wish I'd never won.
I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Of the lottery.
It's a drug addiction.
The act of scratching and the act of potentially being the next whatever heir.
It's a big con, mathematically stacked against you.
I'm thinking about the escape, the rush.
Your odds of winning are about the same whether you buy a ticket or not.
If you don't play, you can't win.
New Dr. Phil.
Navarro Small Animal Clinic provides exceptional veterinary care in the Crossroads with complete veterinary services for your pet's wellness, including ultrasound, digital x-rays, and in-house laboratory. Navarro Small Animal Clinic, serving Victoria and surrounding communities with comprehensive veterinary care. Our goal is to provide complete care for your pets. Dr. Shayna Boak and her staff at Navarro Small Animal Clinic welcomes your pets Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at 5009 Country Club Drive.
Victoria All Sports is a family-friendly gun shop with everything you need for your next hunting trip. Not only do we carry the most popular brands of handguns, rifles, ammos, and reloading supplies, but we also carry the largest selection of deer blinds and feeders in the Crossroads. Whatever your camping or outdoor needs are, we've got the best cast iron cooking supplies, knives, apparel, and boots available for the entire family. Victoria All Sports, located at Houston Highway, right here in Victoria.
And a good Sunday evening. Meteorologist Trey Mining here. Thought I'd check out some of the rain totals from the past 24 hours around Victoria, mainly due to that big storm that moved through around midnight last night. Check this out. At the Victoria Regional Airport and also near Telfner, a little over 4 1/4 inches. Same thing on the east side of Victoria. And just north of about West High School and along Nursery Road around in there on 87, over about 3 1/4 inches, and about 3 1/3 inches there just south of Cuero as the storm made its way through. It definitely was a big storm, a lot of street flooding because all that rain primarily fell in a very short amount of time. Increasing clouds as we go throughout the rest of your day on your Sunday into your Monday, as you see right here. Maybe a few rain showers in the mix here, maybe 20% chance is all. And we'll see the clouds begin to erode as we work towards your day tomorrow, late in the day, and then sunny skies take over after that. Here's the dry air that gave us the nice weather for your Sunday here, moving on toward Louisiana, being replaced by a cloud cover and increasing moisture levels, both from the Pacific across Mexico and also from the Gulf of Mexico. Weak low pressure area forming along the front in the Gulf of Mexico will give us the cloud cover for your day tomorrow, and maybe, just maybe, an isolated rain shower in the mix. I put about 20% chance in for that, so keep that in mind. There it is on the chart here, moving along the Gulf of Mexico, Western Gulf, along the front in the boundary in the frontal zone in the Gulf of Mexico. High pressure ridging on in. Another front moving through on your Wednesday, on your Thursday actually. Maybe a few rain showers along it, but it should be mostly dry down here because the atmosphere will remain mostly dry, not conducive for rainfall. And that will be replaced by another high pressure ridge, which will give us a good weather for the rest of the week into the weekend before another front comes in toward the end of the weekend and then in the week after that. Marine forecast coming up for your day today. Well, there's your high and low tide for you Monday. Moderate risk of rip currents out there. Be careful out there. Northerly winds near 10 knots, 2 to 3 foot seas. Slight chop on area bay waters. Port temperature is 73 degrees, measured earlier in the morning in the bay just south of Port O'Connor. Evening, the rest of the evening in the 60s, and pretty much to top that already. Overnight lows falling rather rapidly, well into the 50s, of course, a little bit on the cool side as you wake up tomorrow morning. And then for your day tomorrow, 70 degrees. We'll keep the clouds in, a few rain showers here and there. Northern winds near 5, extended forecast. Well, we've got a quiet period coming up after today's, Monday's I should say, rainfall, 20%, highs in the 70s. near 80 degrees for your Wednesday. Front moves through, we cool down. Back up in the 60s for highs coming up for about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. With high pressure in control, nice weather, sunshine. Lows a little bit cooler towards the end of the week with that new high pressure ridge in the 40s, 50s and 60s until then for your day on Wednesday. So rain chances tomorrow, and that's it for the rest of the week. We enjoy a quiet week, and I think we'll enjoy that with plentiful sunshine. And take a look at this right here. This is the QR code. What you need to do is get your smartphone, scan the code that you see right there. That'll take you to a web page where you can download the Crossroads Today app. Also sign up for email alerts. News, weather, and sports at your fingertips. Very easy, very handy, and it's free of charge. Make it a great night.
Thank you, Trey. The Cowboys stumble into the postseason. Who are they facing? Find out coming up in sports.
25 News Now would like to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Go to the link on your screen for more information on how to download.
Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
Now there is even stronger protection against COVID-19 and its variants. The updated booster is designed to give you the best protection and help keep you from getting seriously ill or ending up in the hospital. Make sure you're up to date with all COVID vaccines, including the updated booster.
An angler reeled in a 67.5-pound goldfish.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's something I'd want to encounter.
The guy holding him doesn't seem too concerned about it.
Next 5, Malcolm Jamal Warner and Theo James. Plus, the best me in 23.
I think that could come after you.
I've never heard of anyone dying by goldfish.
Kelly, no one's seen a goldfish that size.
Hello, I'm Karina Garcia, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me August 19th to the 28th as we explore Bryce, Zion, and the Grand Canyon. Immerse yourself in the scenic beauty of 4 iconic national parks. Enjoy sweeping panoramas and otherworldly rock formations in these one-of-a-kind locations. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword KAVU, for more information.
I'm Howie Mandel, and I'm hosting the Kelly Clarkson Show. Be doing some stuff with AGT All-Stars host Terry Crews. That never gets old, buddy.
It never gets old.
You got talent.
The way I started and learned how to do that is because I was really lonely. I was like 12 years old.
When your only friends are your 2 nipples, that is really lonely. Plus, my daughter, Jackie Schultz. I bet this is gonna be fun. Yeah.
The Houston Texans with a loss trying to secure the #1 overall pick in the draft. Well, they chose a pretty bad day to play some pretty good football in Indianapolis. However, the Colts take the lead late, and Texans fans are pretty excited, right? Well, not for long. Davis Mills converts one of the most unfortunate miracles a team could have, a 4th and 20. And not only that, they go for the 2-point conversion and get it. The Texans stun the Colts and stun Houston fans as well. They lose the #1 overall pick. And that's because with a Texans win and a Bears loss, the Bears would get that pick in Chicago. Playing the Vikings today never stood much of a chance. They fought badly to the Vikings, and with their loss and the Texans win, they're drafting first. The Texans fall down to #2. Buffalo's first game since a scary Monday night injury began with a bang after honoring him. How about this? Opening kickoff return for a touchdown, but guess what? It would happen again in the second half. After the game, while fighting back tears, quarterback Josh Allen says it felt spiritual. The Patriots have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. The Dallas Cowboys came into today with a real shot to win the NFC East. They needed a victory and an Eagles loss. Well, that simply did not happen. They were already down early. That Prescott pick 6 will put them down 2 scores. They would score right before the half to CeeDee Lamb, but that would be it. They would lose 26-6. And on Philly side of things, they took it to the New York Giants, trying to avoid a late season collapse after having the division in a stranglehold. Jalen Hurts returning today wearing a Michael Jordan "I'm back" shirt. Well, he was also sacked a handful of times. The Eagles put the Giants away, winning that one. The matchups are set in the AFC. The Bengals get the Ravens. After beating them today, the Bills get the Dolphins, who just got in today as well. The Jags get the Chargers, and the Chiefs, with the top seed, get a bye. On the NFC side of things, the Eagles with the 1 seed, they get a bye. We'll have the 49ers versus, it appears to be the Seattle Seahawks, with the Packers just losing. The Vikings take on the Giants, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will play host to the Dallas Cowboys, leading us to your viewer poll. Are you confident in Dak Prescott going into the playoffs? Yes or no? I'm reading a lot of your comments on Facebook. It doesn't seem like you guys are, but be heard, go vote. And a very special day today. J.J. Watt played his final game today against the 49ers. Before the game, he did his usual fan interactions and was his typical self. He went out on a high note, recording a few sacks, and left to a standing ovation. For his career, 114.5 sacks, 5 career touchdowns, 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. His resume is actually a lot longer than that. He just never got that ring, but no doubt one of the greatest to ever do it. His final game, however, losing effort. The Niners would win 38-13. And in some very, very breaking news, the Texans have fired head coach Lovie Smith. A lot of Texans fans happy about that one, Adam.
That's right, Zach. You were saying earlier it's been a rough season for them, and especially today's game, so better luck next year. Thanks, Zach. Stay with us. Coming up, Spencer, the golden retriever known as the official dog of the 126th Boston Marathon, is honored today with a portrait of the special pup.
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank, with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
Get your new year off to a great start with end-of-the-year clearance and New Year's savings. Lax Furniture has the looks you love and the prices you can't afford to miss. Get incredible clearance deals now through Monday. Save on blowouts. Plus an extra 10% off when you pay with cash or interest-free financing for up to 60 months. This 5-piece dining set, just $6.95. This living room set, just $14.95. And this 4-piece queen bedroom, just $19.95. The New Year's sale extended one final week only at Lax Furniture.
Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
He lived in my house after we were divorced from 2005 to 2012.
Parents stay close after their split.
He moved in with my mother, who lived next door.
So that he could be close to the children?
That's correct.
But when Dad finally left,
I moved out and I no longer gave her my money. I needed that money to pay my bills.
did jealousy make Mom mad?
You moved into your own place?
I moved in with my girlfriend, correct.
Next, Judge Judy.
Invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. Spencer, the golden retriever, known for his support during the Boston Marathon, was honored with a giant portrait. The portrait, which was painted by a Pittsburgh artist, Tom Mosser, was unveiled ahead of the Boston Marathon due to Spencer's latest cancer diagnosis. Spencer's owner says the 13-year-old dog is facing a third bout of cancer and possibly nearing his own finish line. Spencer became a regular fixture at the Boston Marathon for holding a Boston Strong flag near Ashland State Park for 9 years. The custom art piece took just over a month for Tom to complete and will hang in the home of Spencer's owners. They hope to display it publicly leading up to April's marathon. Really sweet story there and a great portrait. We have time for one last look at the weather with Trey. Trey?
Oh yes, looking for your day on Monday. A few rain showers coming in for your day Monday, 20% chances. Then the sun comes out and stays out for the rest of the week. I think we'll be happy to see that. With high temperatures a little bit cooler toward the end of the week with the next front on your Thursday, with the lows in the 40s and the 50s throughout the time period, with sunshine right on through your day Tuesday into your day on Sunday. Make it a great day and a great week. Back to you, Adam.
Thanks, Trey. And thank you for being with us. Remember, we're streaming 24/7 on CrossroadsToday.com. Have a good night and a great week, everyone.